we had 6 people at the 8 o'clock service, and so we've doubled that right now. And I wanted to share just a little bit about the week that we've had. One of the interesting things that happened this week is the poet named Mary Oliver died. Mary Oliver was one of my favorite poets, and she was good friends with the bishop who ordained me, Tom Shaw. So I think she was an Episcopalian. She was certainly a very good Christian. And among her poems, there's one in particular that came to my mind this week. It's called Coming to God. And in that poem, Mary Oliver asks God what she can do to help quiet herself down, to help find stillness and peace, to find transformation, wondering how that will happen. And she also wonders, when she gets to that point, what will she do? What will she do when she gets to the point when she says, we are like a leaf that's on a tree with no wind, kneeling in peace and done with all unnecessary things. And this is the phrase that I prayed about this week. Being done with everything that's not necessary in our life. Imagine how great that would be to be done with all the unnecessary work that we have to do, all the unnecessary preoccupations that we have in our minds, all the unnecessary worrying, all the unnecessary anger, all the unnecessary things that we carry around with us, to be at that point of stillness where the only thing that we have is just us and God. And we are held in God's loving hands. To be at that point, I'm drawn to that notion. And Jesus, if we remember, calls the disciples and he comes up to them on the beach and he says to them, leave your nets. Get rid of your unnecessary things. And at one point in Matthew, Jesus has told the disciples to drop everything and follow him. And they say, but Lord, what will happen if we don't have anything? They were concerned about having things. And Jesus said, no, those who have given up for me will be taken care of. We don't need all of these unnecessary things. Now, of course, you worry if you don't have something. What happens if you need it? In my garage, in my house, I have tools that I have never, ever used, but they're there just in case I need them. Maybe you have something that you want to hold on to just in case. You'll never know when this is important. That's part of why we hold on to things. And Jesus, I think, really will invite us to let go, because the only important thing is him. But the other thing, I think, we hold on to things because they make us happy. I don't know if you've seen it on Netflix, but there's a TV show on Netflix with a woman who's Japanese who tells people how to declutter their homes, how to get rid of everything. And what she suggests is that you go through your house and you pick up every item and you look at that item and you say, does this make me happy or not? Does this give me joy or not? And so you learn how to let go of things. But I want to just think about that, in particular looking at the gospel today. The gospel today is a story of a wedding. A wedding is a joyful event. Almost always, a wedding is a beautiful thing. So when you're going to the wedding, the wine is part of the joy. And so today, the wine runs out. The bridegroom and the family is so concerned that there's no more wine. There's not going to be any joy in this wedding. What are we going to do? And Jesus showing up as his very first miracle, the very first public miracle that he does, he looks at the situation and he says, well, wait, I can help you have joy where there is no joy. I can take the things in your life, the most common thing there is, water. I can take that and I can make that into wine, and there will be joy. Jesus has this amazing power to take the things of our life and to hold on to them and to transform them. Just as we will in a few minutes celebrate the Holy Communion, Jesus, through his power, through the power of God, takes the bread and makes it become his body. He takes the wine and it becomes his blood. He takes the common elements of life, and through Jesus Christ, they are transformed. We can let go of all the things that we worry, will I ever need this? We can know that what we have, Jesus Christ will bless. Even if we have nothing, Jesus Christ will bless it. I wonder if today we think about what Jesus can do with the things of our own life. Think about the sorrow that we have. Think about our anger. Think about our feeling lostness. Think about our confusion. Think about maybe our shame. All of the things that we have. And think about what Jesus can do if they're in his hands. We hold on to so much, but often the best thing to do is just to give it away. To give it to him. He can transform those things. He can turn the sorrow into joy. He can turn the anger into peace. He can turn the confusion into some clarity. In his hands, amazing things happen. It's no coincidence that the very first miracle he performs is one of joy. Because he wants to do the same for us. So whatever else you do today, I would invite you to offer to Jesus Christ one or two things of your life. Say to him, Lord, I'm not happy. This doesn't give me joy. I want you to transform it. And he will. Through his power, through his grace. And we will get to that place where, as the poet Mary Oliver talked about, a place of stillness and calm and peace, like a tree, where there's one leaf not blowing in the wind, where it is calm. Almost like today out on the roads, it's quiet and it's calm. I think our calmness, our peace begins here at church. I think it begins with the service. I think it continues from here in our prayers and what we offer and what we can give to God. I'm glad that we're here today. I'm glad that we have the opportunity to hear from Jesus about this miracle of turning something normal into something that is joyful. And may he do the same with us. In the name of the Father, the Son, and the Holy Spirit.